The Australian Christian Teen Writer Award is given annually for an unpublished manuscript by an Australian under the age of 18. So let's see if we can hear from this year's finalists.
Rachel was staring hard at the wall, trying her hardest to choke back the tears that were threatening to spill over. As she sat there, she let her thoughts take over. The silence felt cold and sharp, like an array of needles piercing her skin repeatedly. It mocked her, all of her mistakes hanging in the air and laughing at her, telling her she was worthless. She buried her head in her hands and attempted to collect herself. There was still more she needed to say, and she struggled on, although her voice was failing her, breaking on each sentence. I just want you to know that you've become a real friend to me over the last few months, and I'm sorry that I'm not who you thought I was. I know I'm not a good person, but you are, and I truly hope things get better for you. By now, there were tears streaming down her face, and she exhaled shakily before sneaking a glance over her shoulder at Luna. She had expected anger, hurt, betrayal, hatred, but as Rachel looked at her, she instead saw something that she couldn't comprehend. Compassion. Her eyes shining with tears, Luna spoke 3 simple words. I forgive you.
It's May of 2024, 400th time hearing what was I made for, not once of my own accord, a subtle search for our Creator. I wonder what the people thought in May of 1924, stuck between the 2 world wars in a brief and blissful roar around the ring of history, repeating every century, tracing before BCE, taking from the knowledge tree a first abuse of opportunity, starts a spiral called humanity, a twist that brought about gravity. It's only now that I can see the interwoven irony and ignorance we've always known since what wasn't ours to own fell from a branch we were supposed to nurture though we did not grow. And since then all we've ever learnt was, despite every repeated turn and the everything we did not earn, to neglect the one who not even for a moment thought before he spoke, I am for our therefore, Descartes declares or Billy sings in the breathy notes like that of which brought us into being, into 2024, still pondering this everything. What was I made for?
Leigh here again. I thought it was a one-off, but lately it appears that these visits are more frequent. Shadowy fingers emerge from the gap in the door and wind their way around the doorframe. Long, contorted limbs stalk the walls and ceiling. I can make out their figures in the dark and watch wide-eyed as they climb over the furniture and poke at my belongings. Their hands come up out of the floor tiles, out from under the bed. I shut my eyes. I tuck my legs up, forming a tight ball out of fear that they will grasp my ankles and drag me down with them. Drag me away from this world and all that is in it, and never let me see the light of day again. Take me down to their abode that is so easy to get into, yet impossible to ever get out of. The path there is easy and wide, and they entice so many earthly beings to follow in their destructive ways, causing them to stumble and fall over the edge into a great void of fire. I try to calm my rapid breathing. I open my eyes and everything seems quiet. No one is here. They are gone, sucked back into their world. But then I see her. Bony hands on pointed hips, her lean and gangly finger swaying slightly. Her black hair flows down around her shadowed body, cascading over her shoulders and coiling around her waist. She mumbles unintelligible words in calloused voice. Then she shouts, stunning me with the single word she howls before vanishing completely. Magdalene. The ringing in my ears grows louder. The pounding of my heart racks my entire body. She knows my name. How does she know my name?
How absolutely fantastic. I always get goosebumps at this point of the evening because I'm so in awe of the incredible capacity and the clarity of these teen writers. It's just extraordinary. Well, as you probably saw on the video, Hannah Leigh has won the 3rd prize for her story, Worlds Collide. Hannah, would you join me on stage? Come on out. Woo! Congratulations, I'm going to shake her hand. Come and join me near the podium. Hannah, this is what the judges said about your work, Worlds Collide. An accident brings an unexpected friendship, betrayal, pain, and shame, but it also brings an opportunity for forgiveness. Is this all good, too good to be true? Worlds Collide is a well-paced drama with a refreshing resolution. Congratulations again, Hannah. Well done for all your hard work. Thank you. Yeah, you've got to hang here because I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a... and you can even read it here. I've got it fully scripted. In fact, there's 2 questions. Do you want to pick one? No, it's all right. What's the inspiration behind your Worlds Collide story? What prompted you?
Well, I think that I think it's really important as Christians that we learn to accept and love everyone, no matter what walk of life they come from. So I think that's something that really inspired me. Just trying to see things from another side, because I haven't obviously had that experience, but I wanted to try and write about it, and
Trying to imagine what it's like to be empathetic and to see stuff from another perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic, wonderful feat. Thank you so much, Hannah, and thank you so much for writing. Please don't stop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Brilliant. Our second prize in the Australian Christian Teen Writers Award goes to Alvoli Anderson. Alvoli, come on stage. I think, Alvoli, as you're coming on stage, I do believe I may have met you when you were a baby. You obviously probably wouldn't remember that glorious occasion, but it's very good, and I'm delighted that you are our second prize winner. And your work is called Reflections on Rain and Reason. Alvoli, this is what the judges said about your poem. Looking for purpose, Alvoli Anderson probes and ponders history, scripture, and popular culture. Her instinct and curiosity is rewarded with some very pleasing connections. So well done, Alvoli. Congratulations again for your work. No, you've got to stay. You can't get off too easy. I'm going to ask you a question again. So in one of your poems, Alvoli, you respond to a song by the great Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? Now, rumour has it that you listened to that song 400 times. Is this true? If so, how and why?
I don't think it's true.
Yeah?
I think
How many times did you listen to it?
I didn't hear the entire song until I finished writing that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of overplayed
Yep.
in popular culture.
Yeah, so you were critiquing the fact that this was an overplayed song, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Michael, you gave me the wrong information. This is terrible. Yeah, this is much better though. You didn't listen to the song 400 times, but you critiqued it in your poem. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'll leave you to take a photo with Michael to remember this occasion for all posterity. And finally, the 2024 Australian Christian Teen Writer Award goes to Evannah Stark for her work The Nightmares, The Torment and the Pain. Evannah can't be here with us this evening. She lives in the Northern Territory, so it would have been quite a flight. But here is what the judges had to say about her manuscript. How should we deal with feelings of isolation and worthlessness? In this collection of short stories and poems, a young writer wrestles with the challenges and difficulties encountered in the Christian walk and teaches us to weigh the lies we tell ourselves against the truth of the gospel. Many congratulations to you, Evannah, if you're watching. Let me give you another round of applause. Thank you so much to all our entrants to the Australian the Australian Christian Teen Award. It's a very courageous and vulnerable making thing to write and to write full manuscripts, and so we're so delighted and hope that you're encouraged by this award. Please don't stop writing.